Hello everyone and welcome back to Callie's Collectible Reviews with me, the ever lovely Callista Valentine. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphing Ranger Slayer from I think it's Boom Comic Studios. I think the comic was called Shattered Grid. The game Battle for the Grid is loosely based on it, so check that out. But without further ado, I'm going to take a look at the figure and give you a quick rundown of my thoughts and feelings on this evil variation of the Pink Ranger. Let's get to the review station and take a look, shall we? Right, so here we are, and there she is out of the box, and there is all the accessories that the figure comes with. We'll take a quick look at those in a minute. First, I'm going to do a quick little comparison. Here is the Ranger Slayer with the comparison with the original Pink Ranger from the same collection, the Mighty Morphin Lightning Collection. And I think, yeah, there's enough similarities and there's enough differences to make it a worthwhile purchase, in my opinion. But there we go. That's that comparison done. Right, having a look at the accessories real quick. The Ranger Slayer does come with this sort of powered up arrow. You can see it's done like a dark pinkish kind of plastic. Lightning effect goes all the way down to the very tip, as you can see. But the comparison I want to do is the Pink Ranger also came with one. And this is it. It's a lighter pink. It basically, if I bring them up together, you can see that these are the exact same things, just done in different colours. So, there we go then. That's one accessory. The next accessory we'll take a quick look at is the Blade Blaster. I'm trying to get it so I can show off the details. There you go. There's all the details there, look. Just like the traditional Blade Blasters, but it's done in a black plastic with a tiny dab of silver paint for the barrel, and that's it. She comes with alternate hands. She comes with a... let's see if I can get this. A fist. And a open hand, karate chopping hand kind of thing. Nicely detailed on the back where it's got the knuckle dusters and the armour on the back of the hands. Nicely done, but pretty par for the course with figures like these nowadays. You get extra hands and things like that. So that's that. Then you get her Bow of Evil, I suppose is the best way to describe it. If you know Power Rangers at all like I do, this is basically the Sword of Evil that Tommy had when he was the evil Green Ranger, fashioned into a bow. It basically looks like two of the swords just strapped together in the middle. There are clips on this side. I will show off what they are for in just a second. And that would be this arrow barrage is the best way to put it. It's basically 3 arrows clumped together. Little point at the end. That's kind of the point that the figure needs to hold. But there you go. Basically what you do with this is the clips that are on the underside of here, you just line this up so it's in a kind of a natural sitting point, so you're not stretching any of the arrows out. You just push it into place, and there you go. The effect is the bow's being fired, or loaded up with 3 arrows ready to be fired. So it's a neat concept. I get the idea of it. It's just the execution. Like on this side, the clips are just... they're a bit ugly. But other than that, I like it. I think it's cool. Now, on to the figure herself. Oh, stupid me. I nearly forgot. The packaging. Stand up. No, she's going to fall. She fell. The packaging is much like the Pink Power Ranger packaging, where you got the picture here, wrap around to the side, same artwork on the side. Mighty Morphing Ranger Slayer at the bottom, along the bottom, Bottom of the box, all your legal warnings and stuff. Top, just pink, and on the back, you get your obligatory product shot. So that's it for the box. Right, now onto the figure herself. And I have to say, this is one of my favourite kind of alternate versions of the Rangers. Like, it looks enough like a Ranger to kind of hit that note of, yeah, this is a Power Ranger. But there's enough differences, like the way like on the original one, the wings of the pterodactyl kind of wrap around the back of the helmet. I like on this how it's more like it's kind of resting, and its wings and its head crest are sticking out the back of the helmet. I just think that is a wonderful little touch. And how glossy and shiny is that helmet? That's what she said. But right here, don't know how well it's going to come across on camera with my zoom. You can see there's a little tiny, right here, pterodactyl sculpted in on the coin. But there you go, that's the figure up and down. I love how the armor has like these nicks and dents to make it like it's like old and battered. She's got armor down one side of her arm, on one sleeve, but no armor on this side. But I love the way the color scheme kind of carries over the white and black and the white and pink. I love the way it carries over. And the cape, I'll spin her around so you can take a look at that, is just stunning. You've got a lovely shoulder pad up here. And down here we have like a ripped, torn effect. And I love the way that it's kind of blowing in the wind. I mean, I'm usually kind of opposed to very pre-post things like this, but I think with a character like this, it just kind of works, especially the way that the hands that come installed on the figure are set up. It is designed for her to be holding the bow with these hands. So like the bow's in this hand, she's pulling the arrows with this hand. So having it flow that way, it kind of makes sense, and I kind of get it. But the cape does come off. It's not pegged into the back, surprisingly, and I love how the paint work actually carries all the way around. It's a very nice touch. Ranger Slayer booty. Up here, that's just it for the cape. It just literally just clips around her neck. I suppose you could use this on other figures as a custom piece if you wanted. Right, onto the articulation for this figure. Head is on a ball joint, so you get that far up, that far down, full rotation, and without the cape, you get a tiny amount of attitude. The cape does limit the articulation around the head a little bit, though. I will point that out. You kind of have to push it past the cape. Arms can go out that far, down that far, can do a full 360. There is a butterfly joint inside the shoulder there. You get that far forward, that far back, same both sides. You get a single jointed elbow, but you do get, let's bring the arm forward, about 90 degrees, and you also get rotation at that elbow. Wrists are just on a peg, so you get the rotation and the backwards and forwards motion. I think this hand does have an, yes it does, this one's got an up and down pivot rather than a left and right, which makes sense. You've got the upper ab joint here, which can, take the cape off, it's getting in my way, can go that far back, that far forward, tilt that far. You've got a ab crunch, well I say it's an ab crunch, it's more like a waist crunch here, so you can use that joint as well to go that far forward and that far back. She can limbo, she can definitely limbo. Pop that back into place, there we go. Legs can go that far out to the side, that far forward, that far back, You get rotation at the thigh, and I love how this armor piece is connected to the lower leg, not the upper leg, so it actually rotates. See if we can get the light in there to see it. It actually rotates when you rotate the leg, see? You get double jointed knees, come up that far, and you get a very strange joint in the ankle for this one. And I don't quite know how to describe it, because it's basically, you get a joint up here, and that's a rotation point. Because you can see the lines carry down across the boot. So you've got a rotation point there, and then you've got your pin there, and forward-facing rocker. So you've got loads of articulation in the ankle, and I don't know if any of the other Power Rangers actually have that. I'd have to double-check them. But it's an interesting little joint, that. So, but yeah, so there we go. Holding accessories. Let's get the bow in hand. Clip that in, like so. Put her arm out to the side. Oh, arm down a bit maybe, and tilt wrist up. Grab hold of the arrows. And then just foots the legs a little bit. Oh. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I completely forgot to show something. I will sort that in just a minute. There we go. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. It's quicker and easier to do it off camera, trust me. Yeah, so use your cape to support, yeah, right. Kind of get her in that sort of pose, but the thing I forgot to show off was the blade blaster goes in the holster. Oh, I nearly ruined the review for everyone because I missed out such a tiny little detail. But it's okay. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can't see over my camera. Ugh, get in your leg. Get in your leg. There we go. Clip the cape back on. Put her on the ground. Ah! Right, and... oh, I'm leaving that in. I'm leaving that in. I get her all situated and then she just flops on me. But there you go. Let me just adjust my camera a second. There you go. There is the Ranger Slayer. And bring in the Pink Ranger. Just need to turn her head. And there we go. Now it's like we're watching an episode, kind of. Yay. But anyway, that's my look at the Hasbro Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Ranger Slayer from the comic books. I will jump back now over to my normal angle and give you my closing thoughts. See you in a sec. So then, that was my look at the Ranger Slayer. I don't know an awful lot about the character. I basically just know that in the Boom Studios comic, there was a storyline where in an alternate reality, Tommy didn't become a good guy. He continued to be the evil Green Ranger to the point where he amassed so much power, he became known as Lord Draken, and basically Kimberly was chosen to be his top lieutenant kind of thing. And she basically they went from the dimension to dimension, wiping out Rangers as much as they could, or taking their powers and building up an army. Interesting concept. I've never read the book, but I would love to. But anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and I shall see you. Oh wait, I nearly forgot. I am now doing streaming on Twitch. You can find me at Callista_Valentine over on Twitch, where I stream daily for a couple of hours. If you want to come check it out, feel free. If not, thanks for listening anyway. But I'm going to love you and leave you, and I shall speak to you next time, my dears. Mwah. Bye bye.